last week, Jake Tapper was on the program from CNN. He's a diehard Philadelphia sports fan, and we're just talking about, hey, that Trey Turner caught fire after the Philly fans gave him a standing ovation. Instead of booing him because of his season-long struggles, hometown kid, let's cheer him. And then he turned around. And I said to him, hey, does that mean Ben Simmons, all he needed was a hug? And I think you and Jake agreed he was
that train,
beyond the whole hug thing.
That train has left the station.
So, maybe Daryl Morey needs a hug.
Sheesh.
Or the Beard needs a hug. James Harden needs a hug.
They once hugged each other,
They
famously.
did, for years, right?
Yeah.
Houston and then Philly. I mean, so he opts in, James Harden. And apparently that was done so he could be traded in easier fashion. Or at least it appears that's what James Harden thought.
That was the word.
So he opts in, and the Sixers try to trade him. We heard he was coming here, right? Los Angeles, California, to team up with Kawhi and Paul George.
The word on those Englewood streets.
That's where he wants to be.
Russ is here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So why isn't James Harden here? I guess it's because, according to all reports, the Sixers want value for James Harden that other teams do not wish to ascribe to James Harden. One would think because if James doesn't want to be there, track record is he will not be there. And if he is, he will show up in such a manner that you're going to want him out of there. That's been his MO his whole career, right?
He puts on weight fast.
So, he puts on weight out of spite. A lot of honey buns can come out of the woodwork if he's unhappy.
True.
And so the Sixers, it was reported over the weekend, done trading him. We're done. We're done attempting to trade him.
Wipe their hands.
We are happy to start the season with James Harden and our MVP center, who didn't invite him to the wedding. And Maxey and everybody else. We're going to run it back with Nick Nurse. We're going to run it back with the Nurse.
Nice. Yeah, excited.
Coach Nick's in town. Let's go.
With a ring?
He's got a logo.
He's bringing a ring with him?
That's the report, right? So he's coming, and they'll just run it back.
Yeah, why not?
Season starts in 2 months, so a lot can happen between now and then, and maybe, they can re-sign him in a longer-term deal or just run it back because it's a great spot to be in. Well, wondering how James Harden feels about all this. And he's in China for promotional items, I guess, involving his brand.
Yeah.
Adidas.
Mm-hmm.
Adidas.
And this is what he had to say about Daryl Morey apparently no longer eager to trade him. Roll it.
Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of. Let me say that again. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of.
All right, now that's from Shams' Twitter account, or X account, or whatever he is.
X.
So for the radio audience, it does appear that he's standing on a half court with his name on it. Yeah, very nice, put together by the Adidas people, and it's surrounded by a bunch of fans,
like campers,
or there, I guess, campers
and press,
who might have needed a translation. How do you say liar in Chinese multiple times?
I think that word just translates.
So in case the Sixers were wondering how this would sit with James Harden, this is why they're not going to get value for him. Everybody knows. If he doesn't want to be there, he's done it multiple times. He's told his employers, I don't want to be here anymore, and multiple employers have accommodated him. Mm-hmm. And so why wouldn't future employers figure out James will just burn it down? And the question is, why would you want to hire him again? Now then, I guess he's saying, how do we interpret the lie here? Is it him basically saying, you opt in, I'll trade you. We're ready to have a divorce. Amicably. You opt in, I'll trade you.
Or back to the original trade. Come here. You'll get a long-term extension. We want to build around you.
That's what it is, too.
Embiid. That's the other option.
Man.
Yikes.
This is all bad, guys.
It's great for me.
Oh, yeah, for you, it's awesome. You know.
The team that can come at you.
Not that Philly's ever been a threat to Boston.
Oh, here you go.
It's the Heat. You can't stand.
Ourselves.
Yeah.
That's that too.
We shoot ourselves
That's
in the foot
true.
a lot.
That's true.
But yeah.
And I'm sure it doesn't help the situation when Jaylen Brown is getting paid like he's Garrett Cole. Like half an Otani.
Jaylen Brown
you know,
also, what, Chris, 14 years younger than James Harden?
No, but I get it. But Harden's probably like, okay, I'm going to get an orange jacket one day.
James Harden's for sure Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
that's
that's what he's saying. He just wants a ring, and he's going to the Hall of Fame for his abilities, as well as telling employers, I get what I want. Don't you know? Like, if I don't want to be here,
Yeah.
This is the way it goes. This is the way it goes. I tell you I don't want to be here. Then you say okay and send me to the spot I want to be.
Yep.
And he must be like right now going, wait a minute, if anybody who knows this more than any other human on the planet, it's got to be Daryl Morey. What's going on here? This does not compute.
I'm so confused. I thought they were friends.
This does
Rich.
not compute.
Thought that was his
Coming out
guy.
of
So I'm going to go to China. I'm going to go to China, and I'm going to tell everybody there, Daryl's a liar. How confused do you think those fans, the Chinese fans around the court there, was like, wait a minute, I thought this was supposed to be a happy day. We're around James Harden.
I have the Chinese translation,
we're
but
like
I'm not going to try to.
deep.
I'm
We're
not
like-
going to try to say
That's
it.
okay.
Please, please don't.
They're like, on that screen, they're like 5 rows deep just to get a glimpse of an angry, embittered James Harden firing all the way across the globe. Hey,
Right.
this is the way it works. I don't want to be with you anymore. I tell you that. And then you accommodate me. That's the way it's been my entire career. What gives?
They're like, James, we just want to talk about the step back.
And meanwhile, there's Damian
Lillard.
Lillard who says nothing ever. And it's the same thing, right? The Blazers still have him. We're 2 months away from basketball being played, and it looks like, as of right now, he's going to be a Blazer. A month till training camp.
The difference being, Rich, it seems as though Dame is going to be a professional about this and show up and wait for the time that the U-Haul trucks are supposed to get there in the timely manner and move them out of town.
I don't know.
Harden, I don't know.
Professional is, I don't know. Dame said, I only will play for Miami, and if I get traded to another team, I'm not going to show up. That's not that
Did
professional.
he say
either.
that, or did his people say that? His
People
Well, it's
are-
out there.
The people are only saying
I think it's been
instructed.
I think it's been communicated
Okay,
to
well, let me
management.
ask you guys,
but
do
he's
you
not
find there's
going. He's not going. On foreign soil and asking, "Hey, translate to these people."
Yes, that's my
that
point.
the general manager's a liar multiple times. I will never be part of an organization, but buy my shoe.
We don't have video of Dame saying this, Chris, which you're right. He probably did say. We have James sitting there saying James a liar.
If you buy my shoe, you can do 2 things: play like me, and demand to trade and be accommodated like me.
Nice.
That's what I should do. So, Chris, if you ever want something from me,
I'm going to roll in with some Hardens.
I'll be,
Yeah.
be like James. I want to be like James. Anybody in management, somebody strolls into your office and Hardens, look out. Head on a swivel.
Throw my feet on the desk.
It used to be if you showed up in black Air Force
I know.
Ones, it was going to go down. Now it's
Not
it's
anymore.
hard.
I'll
But the
be like
problem with-
James. I want out, and of course you're going to give me what I want. That's the way it works.
The problem with that, Rich, is Chris is head of HR. So,
I know.
who does he go to with these?
I'll have to be in charge. I got to figure out the flow chart. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.